Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Max Sports Entertainment. My name is Deepak Shankar, and here today we're looking to recap a doubleheader here in the IPL, Saturday doubleheader. First up, it was RCB versus Delhi. Unfortunately, did not go our way with RCB. Unfortunate, tough loss, but it happens. You got to move on, and it just is what it is, So not our best day. So Delhi won the toss. Akshar Patel sent in RCB to bat first, and so overall it was a batting innings that started off well. In the power play, managing at about tens and over. Phil Salt really played well, 63. With a 165 strike rate, goalie chipping in with 20, 140 strike rate, and then it kind of was a little bit up and down in the middle overs. It just you didn't get the usual captain's knock that with the type of form that Rajat Partidar has been in. Only managed 8 today. Tim David was a good bright spot in the middle order. Was a little bit interesting though with that decision of his to um, decline the single with Jitesh Sharma batting, and I believe he was 3 off 8, and he didn't take that single, and he got out the next ball to Akshar Patel. So that was a little bit of a strange decision. Although, in my opinion, while there's a lot of controversy around that, I understand that decision because Jitesh just had not been playing well up until that point, and Tim David had been, and he liked the matchup with Akshar Patel. So I didn't mind it too much. But overall, just the middle order did not have it today, and really everyone besides Salt just couldn't do a whole lot. And really it just collapsed those last 5 overs. Really good death bowling to their credit from the Delhi Capitals, from Ngidi with the slow balls, Kuldeep mixing up his length well, same with Ngidi as well, Mukesh Kumar, Akshar Patel, Natarajan. Really, I mean, all their bowlers besides Akib Nabi all bowled under 10 economy, and obviously the conditions were a little bit more favorable with the pitch being a little bit more slow, and it being a day match, especially in the first innings, obviously, so that helped. But so RCB just collapsed at the end, only managed to score 175 for 8 and 20 overs, and then Delhi came out to bat. And it was a very interesting chase. It was a very sort of up and down game for both sides. In the power play, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar absolutely came out on fire. First 2 overs, 3 wickets for just 9 runs. Took out Patum Nisanka, Karan Nair, and Samir Rizvi all in the first 2 overs. Just getting that swing that he's been known for over the years, outswing and reverse swing. Just an outstanding spell by him, but it was a little bit short-lived. Then they had a good partnership with KL Rahul and a little bit of Karunar, but Tristan Stubbs. They had a good partnership going there for a while. KL Rahul, nice innings from him, 57 in his home ground. Tristan Stubbs, 60, but only less than a 130 strike rate, whereas KL Rahul was close to 170 strike rate. So KL Rahul looked a little bit more dangerous, but Krunal Pandey, I thought, props to him because he was really the only one I thought besides Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to really create that pressure in terms of taking wickets, and it showed in the box score where he was the only one besides Bhuvi outside the power play the whole match for RCB to be able to take a wicket. And so everyone else in terms of the bowlers for RCB, just not their best day. I mean, Hazelwood had a tough time dealing with KL Rahul, was getting him on those short balls and putting him away for 4s and 6s. And then you had Surya Sharma, just couldn't get the length right, bowled a lot of short deliveries, and just expensive day for him, 3 overs for 31. And Rusik Salam bowled pretty well, strayed down a little bit to the leg side, a little bit too much, but overall, compared to some of the other bowlers besides Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, bowled pretty well, including in the death, the second to last over. I thought he bowled was really good, and gave RCB a chance with DC needing 15 off 6 in the last over. And then it was interesting because Delhi, they were really in control most of the second innings, and then all of a sudden, Akshar Patel comes in, Stubbs bats, or once Gale Rowell comes out, and then Stubbs is still at the crease, and then they're just knocking it around for singles, not looking to hit boundaries, and it was getting to a point where the gap was about 20 for a long time, and they had a stretch of three or I think even 4 overs without hitting a boundary. But Akshar Patel had some cramps or a hamstring. I couldn't tell which one it was, but obviously either way, I hope he's okay. But he had to walk off and retire hurt, and then that unfortunately made room for David Miller, who has always been an elite finisher over the years. And he was chomping at the bit to get revenge for what happened in their match against Gujarat Titans, where he refused to single with Kuldeep 2-off-2, and then they ended up losing the match by 1 run. So he was chomping at the bit for that. And I think a little bit of mismanagement, I thought, from Rajat Patida, in those last 3 overs of deciding who to bowl when, and saving Romario, I thought, for the last over, with him bowling his first over in the last over of the match in such a tight spot. I thought wasn't the best decision, even still needing 15, but with a great finisher like Miller and a below average to average bowler in Romario Shepherd, that just was a bad matchup at the wrong time, and DC made them pay for it. Miller, that first 6, a little bit of a gimme from Shepherd, just missed his length a little bit on the full ball with the full toss, but that second ball, that Shepherd could not have bowled much better than that. A wide Yorker, and just maybe missed his length by a little bit, but Miller was just able to get it over extra cover for 6, and then that was the end of that. So in the end, Delhi Capitals 179 for 4, win by 6 wickets with 1 ball left. And so that was the first game of the day, where Delhi Capitals move up the standings into, I believe, the top 4. RCB remains at the 2 spot, not the end of the world for them. They still have the highest net run rates. So, very interesting contest overall. Obviously was hoping that RCB would win, but just was not meant to be today. But now we move on to the second match, Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Chennai Super Kings. Sunrisers Hyderabad bat first, and they put up 194 for 9, and it was a tale of 2 innings where the start was really good and the end was really good, and the middle wasn't too great overall, where Abhishek Sharma really got them off to a flyer, 59 of just 22, 268 strike rate. He was just having his way in the power play. And then they lost a few wickets. Mukesh Chowdhury bowled well, came in, took Travis Head and Ishan Kishan in back-to-back deliveries, so was able to get rid of a couple of dangerous batters for them. But then Heinrich Klaassen, who's just been in phenomenal touch the whole season, came in, 59 off 39 for him, 150 strike rate, just continuing to keep scoring runs at a high clip. And then, besides that, a few cameo contributions from Nitish Kumar Reddy, Salil Arora, both scoring 12 and 13 respectively. And then they bring in Liam Livingston for this match, so really just going all in on the overseas players for Sunrisers Hyderabad for their batting instead of their bowling. And they managed to put up, 194, and really, it's surprising. I thought CSK would be able to chase it down. It was a very flat wicket. Not much in it for the bowlers overall. In terms of CSK's bowling, at least, Chowdhury bowled well. Gamboj bowled really well, 3 wickets. Economy less than 7.5. Jamie Overton, 3 wickets. Economy less than 9.5. So really overall, besides Matthew Short and his overs, especially the 1 over he bowled to Abhishek Sharma, I thought CSK bowled really well, and I thought they were going to win this match personally. But in the second innings, they also got off to a pretty good start in the power play. Ruturaj Gaikwad showed some signs of life, getting back into form. 19 for him today at a pretty good 146 strike rate. Ayush Matre played really well, nice 30, 230 strike rate. Matthew Short, 34. So really the top of their order of their batting lineup played really well. Not the best day for Sanju Samson, but then they couldn't get it in terms of contributions enough from the middle of their order. Sarfaraz Khan played well, also 25 of 19, but Brevis, Dubé did score 21, but off of 16 balls, which for him as a finisher, that strike rate, you'd like that to be a little bit higher for him. But then after that, it's just the run rate kept climbing, and credit to SRH's bowlers who managed to pull things back in the end, and seemingly pull a win out of nowhere when, usually in the situation that CSK was in those last few overs, it would be much more favorable for the batting unit. But SRH, with a lot of question marks around their bowling throughout the whole year, was able to pull it out in the end in terms of a victory, get much needed 2 points for them. And so their transition to the young blood with their new bowlers, especially Hinge and Sakib, has really paid dividends for them. And so, and then also today, Shivam Kumar bowled really well, 3 overs for 18, bowling good leg spin, 1 wicket. Sakib Hussain again. Then they were really getting some reverse swing and second innings, some movement with the ball both ways. Ishan Malinga, 4 overs, 29 runs, 3 wickets, so great day for him. Hinge, expensive for him, did take a wicket, 4 overs for 60 runs, but everyone else, I thought, in terms of their regular bowlers, and Ishan Malinga, and then Nitish Kumar Reddy, those 4 that I mentioned, they bowled really well, especially in the death, and even Praful Hinge was still able to hold his nerve despite having a rough day overall in the last over. And so a little bit of a surprising result in the second innings given how the first innings had gone, but SRH get the win. They get an extra 2 points. CSK drop in the standings, so a little bit of a logjam actually going on with those spots 4 through 7, 4 through 8, I believe it is, in the standings. Just a lot of competition, and it's going to come down to net run rate, and it's good for Sunrisers because they have one of the best net run rates in the tournament. And so, yeah, that's the recap of the 2 IPL matches for today. That's all I had. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share with family and friends, and thank you all for listening. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, and yeah, catch you on the next one.